Right now, the biggest sporting event in human history is happening across 3 countries, 104 matches, 48 teams, billions of people watching the same ball. And one question nobody on the broadcast will answer: who is actually making money here? Because everyone you can see is standing on the same ladder: the fan who painted his face, the guy selling $15 beers, the referee everybody hates, the players, the superstars, and above all of them, an organization that will collect around $13 billion this cycle, without kicking a single ball. Here's the strange part. At the bottom of that ladder, you don't get paid to be there. You pay. I'm going to walk you through every level of World Cup money, from the fan losing $8 grand for the privilege to the house at the top collecting billions. Real numbers, level by level. Because hidden inside this tournament is the clearest lesson in economics you'll ever see. And by the end, you'll know the one rule that decides who gets rich at the World Cup and everywhere else. Level 1, the fan. The only level of the World Cup that pays to be on the ladder. Group stage tickets started around $60. Sounded fair, until dynamic pricing kicked in. The algorithm watches demand and moves the price in real time. Good seats at big matches? Thousands. The final? Listed up to $6,700 before fees. On resale, some final seats have been offered for as much as a small house. Now stack the rest of the trip. Flights between 3 host countries. Hotels that tripled their rates the week the draw came out. $15 beers. Merch for the kids. A dedicated fan following their team through the group stage is reported to burn $5,000 to $10,000. Call it minus $8 grand. That's the price of being in the building. And here's the thing nobody says out loud. The fan isn't the customer of this tournament. The fan is the product. Their passion, their face paint, their full stadium, that's what gets sold to the levels above. Every dollar made at this World Cup starts its journey in a fan's pocket. Remember that. The whole ladder stands on this level. Level 2, the first level that actually gets paid. The beer seller, the security guard, the parking crew. Tournament cities hire tens of thousands of temporary workers, most around $15 to $20 an hour. Work every shift you can get for the month the circus is in town, and you'll clear around $4,000. For a lot of people, that's real money. Rent, a car payment, breathing room. But look at the shape of this deal, because it's the shape most of the world lives in. You trade hours for dollars. The match ends, the stadium empties, and the meter stops. When the World Cup leaves town in July, the paycheck leaves with it. $4,000 for a month inside a machine that's generating billions. That ratio, your cut versus the machine's cut, is the number that should keep you up at night. The worker is closer to the money than the fan. They can hear it. They can see it move. They just can't keep any of it. One level up, the pay changes. But the deal, hours for dollars, doesn't yet. Level 3, the most hated person in the stadium, and the first one getting genuinely rich. World Cup referees are reported to earn around $100,000 just for making the tournament. Then it stacks. Roughly $5,000 per group stage match, about $10,000 per knockout game. Officiate deep into the bracket, and the final whistle of the final could push the top referee past $400,000. For 6 weeks of work. The median American worker needs years to earn what the man with the whistle makes in a month and a half. And his qualification isn't a famous name or a famous face. It's being one of the few dozen people on Earth certified to control the world's biggest game. That's the Level 3 lesson. Rare, certified skill gets paid multiples of ordinary labor. Same hours, same stadium, 10 times the check. But notice, it's still a check. Still hours for dollars. The referee can't reinvest the World Cup. He blows the whistle, collects, and goes home. Above this level, something changes. The money stops being about the hours entirely. Level 4. The players. And the first thing to understand is that FIFA doesn't pay them directly. FIFA pays the federations. Every single qualified nation is guaranteed at least $10.5 million. That's the floor, just for showing up. Go deeper, earn more. The federations then cut deals with their squads. Appearance fees, win bonuses, a slice of the prize money. For a squad player on a team that exits in the group stage, the reported take is low to mid 6 figures. Call it $300,000 for a few weeks. For some players on smaller national teams, more than their entire club salary. But the real payday isn't the bonus. It's the shop window. 1 billion people watching is the most valuable audition in sports. One great tournament and a player's transfer value doubles. The contract that follows the World Cup is worth more than every bonus combined. That's the Level 4 secret. At this height, the money you're handed matters less than what the exposure does to your price. The squad player is no longer just selling hours. He's building an asset, himself. Level 5, July 19th, the team holding the trophy. The winning federation collects $50 million, the biggest single prize in the history of the tournament. After the federation takes its share and pays the staff, championship players have historically banked around 6 figures to $1 million plus each. $1 million for winning 7 games. But the million isn't the real prize either. The real prize is 2 words: World Champion. That title never comes off. It reprices everything: the next contract, every endorsement, every appearance fee, for the rest of a career and beyond. Ask the players who won it decades ago and are still cashing checks for it today. And yet, zoom out with me. The champions of the entire event, the best footballers alive at the peak of human achievement, split $50 million. The tournament they just won generated roughly $9 billion. The winners on the pitch take home well under 1% of the pot. Read that again. Winning the whole thing, every match, the trophy, immortality, pays less than 1% of what the event makes. So, who's getting the rest? Keep climbing. Level 6. The faces on the posters. And this is where the money quietly changes species. The superstar tier, the 3 or 4 names your grandmother knows, earns around $100 million a year. But here's what most people miss. The majority of it doesn't come from playing football. It comes from being a brand. Boot deals, watch deals, soft drinks, airlines, video games. The World Cup is the single biggest advertisement in human civilization. Billions of eyeballs, every market on Earth, for a month. The superstar doesn't just play in that advertisement. He is the advertisement. Lift the trophy on that stage, and your endorsement value doesn't rise, it detonates. The last man who did it signed deals that will out-earn his entire playing salary. Look at what happened on this level. The fan paid, the worker sold hours, the referee sold rare skill, the player built an asset. The superstar? He gets paid while he sleeps. His name earns whether he plays or not. That's not a salary anymore. That's leverage. He's halfway to being an owner. One more level, the one nobody cheers for. Level 7, the top of the ladder. The organization that owns the World Cup. $13 billion in this 4-year cycle, around $9 billion from this single tournament. Roughly $4 billion from broadcast rights, every network on Earth bidding to show it. Nearly $2 billion from sponsors fighting to be on the boards. Up to $3 billion from tickets and hospitality, triple the last World Cup, thanks to that dynamic pricing the fans at Level 1 are paying. Now the number that explains everything. Out of all those billions, the entire prize pool, all 48 teams, the champions, everything paid to everyone who actually plays, is $655 million. That's about 7%. The people who play the game, the reason anyone watches at all, split 7%. The house keeps the rest. And the house doesn't run a single stadium shift, doesn't referee a match, doesn't kick a ball. It owns the stage, the brand, the rights, the access. And ownership, not effort, is what collects at the top of the ladder. Every level below works at the World Cup. The top level owns the World Cup. That's the whole game, on the pitch and everywhere else. So let's read the ladder one more time, top to bottom. The fan pays $8 grand. The worker earns $4. The referee, $150,000. The player, $300,000. The champion, $1 million. The superstar, $100 million. The house, $13 billion. Notice the rule. The closer you are to the ball, the less you make. The closer you are to the ownership, the more. Effort fills the bottom of the ladder. Assets collect at the top. And here's where it lands for you. You will probably never play in a World Cup. But the rule that runs that ladder runs your life too. Wages at the bottom, skills above wages. Brands above skills, ownership above everything. You can't buy shares in the house that runs football. But the companies cashing in around this tournament, the broadcasters, the sponsors, the apparel giants, the payment networks, those trade on the open market. Every World Cup, Billions in profit flow through companies that anyone, anywhere can own a piece of for the price of a match ticket. So this month, while billions of people watch the final and ask who's going to win, ask the better question. Who's getting paid? And which side of that question are you on? Because the most expensive seat at the World Cup isn't in the stadium. It's spending your whole life at the bottom of the ladder, cheering, and never once buying a piece of the house. Start owning. Feed the snowball.